If you give your PIN or password over the phone, you might as well wallpaper your room with cash. Why don't you just use $1 bills?
Okay, these will come right off. It's just hot glue. But they gonna take it back, right? Here you go. Careful, careful.
Oh no, something spilled over here.
Illinois' top-ranked orthopedic and spine practice, Midwest Orthopedics at Rush, is now in Joliet. See a world-class specialist close to home. To be your best, see the best.
I just saw super low interest rates on Facebook. Maybe I can refinance my butter hot tub.
Yes on the butter, no on the link, Karen. Social media scams rob Americans every year. You're giving away your money to a hacker in a hoodie.
That's a negative stereotype, and we don't appreciate it. I'd like to speak to their manager.
You're actually the manager of protecting your identity. Learn more at banksneveraskthat.com.
Okay. Gary, we need more baguettes.
A deal for me?
A deal for everyone!
17 East Van Buren Street, Joliet, Illinois.
Do you expect experienced, professional, and personalized attention from your building supply partnerships? You should. Are you getting the specific attention you need to help your business grow? You can. Introducing ICO Roof Pro and Grow through Richards Building Supply. As a professional small business, you need real solutions to achieve your desired growth outcomes. This requires more than sample boards, pricing, and on-time delivery, which sets the bar too low. You need more. To grow and win in this ultra-competitive environment, you need ultra-competitive solutions. With Richards Building Supply, get the personalized attention you deserve and need. Take advantage of incredible first-time user incentives. Gain discounted access to a host of our industry's most reputable marketing tools through a Roof Pro membership. And that's just the beginning. Don't believe us? Let us show you. ICO Roof Pro and Grow through Richards Building Supply.
We're known as Levin Tire, but we're so much more than just a tire dealer. At Levin Tire and Service Center, we do oil changes, brakes, alignments, engine and electrical work, and much more. And of course, we're the best choice for tires, with a wide variety from the industry's most trusted manufacturers. Plus, you'll get customer service like a small business with pricing better than a national chain. Visit one of our 6 locations today. We're more than just tires. Levin since 1918, earning your trust one day at a time.
Hi there, this is Jack Woods with Sports Broadcasting Solutions. I have Matt Marchiori here. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. First things first, how do you think your skill set is going to affect the larger game plan later today?
Yeah, I pride myself in my shot stopping ability, and obviously the number one job of a goalkeeper is to keep the ball out of the net. And coming to a place like Steel City where you guys have great fans, I think a clean sheet's going to be needed to get the win today. So just relying on my shot stopping ability, my leadership skills to lead our defense, I think that's what's going to make us successful today.
Okay. And you're a good communicator as well, so how do you think that, what is the communication going to be in terms of getting out of the gate through the mid part of the game?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, just communication about staying organized, making sure my defenders as well as the midfield and up to the forwards is all on the same page, just organized. Obviously, Steel City has a very good front 6, so just like I said, keeping a clean sheet today I think will be very important, and doing that will be through communication.
What are the main challenges that you anticipate with today's game?
Like I said, the front 6 is very good. So I think if we can shut down the front 6 and kind of have our defense be our offense, I think that will contribute to us being successful.
That was Matt Marchiori. This is Jack Woods with Sports Broadcasting Solutions, and we'll be back for more. Hi there, this is Jack Woods with Sports Broadcasting. Hello there, this is Jack Woods with Sports Broadcasting Solutions. I have here Noah Norton, and I just have a few questions for you, Mr. Noah. What are the main challenges that you're anticipating with today?
It's my first game, and I think, they'll be a tough team, hard to break down, but we'll just play simple, play our game, hopefully get a win.
And with your skill set, how do you think that that's going to contribute to the larger game plan and how it's going to affect the game later on?
Yeah, I think I'll be able to, help my teammates out in any way possible, like offensively, defensively, and I think we'll play a good game overall.
And with the new teammates, how do you anticipate you'll overcome the challenges of, it's your first game, just working through the kinks and everything?
Yeah, you don't want to do too much off the start. I think just playing simple and connecting passes, like simple things, and I think that over the game, my confidence will grow and I'll slowly get better.
Well, this is Jack Woods with Sports Broadcasting Illustrated with Noah Norton, and we'll be back for more.
Now this is some bull.
And another 3 for the ball! Oh, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm's here to help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A deal for me? A deal for everyone!
17 East Van Buren Street, Joliet, Illinois.
division, and then there's 7 teams in Division 2. So the standings, the big picture standings, Chicago House is 4-0 with 12 points. Of course, you get 3 points for a win and 1 for a draw. Bavarian United, second place at 4-1. They also have 12 points, but they are, that one more loss. RWB Adria Chicago is 3-1. They have 9 points. And then there's DeKalb County United. They've got just 3 points. They are 1-3. So after 4 games out of those 10, they've just got 3 points. But then Steel City is 0-3 with 1 point, and then Charney Jazzo is 0-4 with a draw. And of course, last week they drew with Steel City, and we were there last week, and it felt like Steel City got on track later in the second half. So we're going to see if they can continue that momentum today in front of DeKalb. Now, here's the thing: if Steel City wins this game, and that's what they need to do, then they'll put DeKalb County 1 point behind them, and then Steel City will be in 4th place out of 6. But if Steel City loses and remains with 1 point, DeKalb County will pick up 3 points, go all the way up to 6 points, and it'll be a 5-point difference between Steel City and DeKalb with only 6 games to play. So right now, Steel City is in a virtual tie with Sarny Jazzo, and they drew with each other. So one of those 2 teams right now are likely to get relegated, but this is a big game from Steel City and DeKalb. If they can put DeKalb behind them in the standings, they got a chance to stay.
Let's give you the starting lineups for DeKalb County. That's brought to you by Sports Broadcast Solutions. The starting 9. Well, starting.
The starting 9?
because that's how they wrote it.
Are you? Oh, they did. I was going to tease you. Now I can't tease you and say, is this a baseball game?
Okay. Yeah, they meant starting 11. So here we go. The starting 11, brought to you by SBS, the broadcasting network for everyone. Pat Marchiori between the pipes. The defensemen today will be 4. It'll be Elar Redzepi, Baylor Deneau, Brandon Collins, and Zach Heitkemper. The midfielders led by their captain, Ronan Wilcox. Taylor Sowell, and Joey Rodino. And the forwards, Pat Bujak, Caleb Warmbier, and Owen Weingar.
You got to like that name, Warmbier.
Well, nobody likes warm beer.
Caleb Warmbier, I love it.
Hopefully his offense is better than a warm beer, because warm beer is very lackluster in my opinion, and many others' opinions for that matter. Starting lineup for Steel City, that's brought to you by Ozinga. Between the pipes, it'll be Sam Price. The forward today will be Nolan McGrath, Brandon Camacho, and Carter Beckman. The midfielders will be Rodrigo Munoz, Brandon Camacho, and Rafael Garcia, and the defensemen will be Jason Iniguez, Anis Lipinskis, and that will do it for Steel City. So
now, you always like it when Brandon Camacho does well, or you always pick him like to click. And of course, I always pick Jake Lysick, the career goals leader and career assists leader for Steel City.
You know, Steel City has not played well all season long, but they do have Noah Norton, who is in his first game ever as a Steel City player. Good guy to have. He's from Guam, U23s, U19s. He's played on both teams, so maybe that'll ignite a spark for the Steel City offense. They desperately need it, Bob. Only 3 goals on the season, but the good news is all 3 goals have come here at Dooley and Healthcare Field.
Well, and what I like about this, the way the conference is laid out, you're playing the top 6 teams each twice, so you're going to always be in a top-level match, right? Whereas before, when there were 11 teams, you had to play the other 10. Sure, you had to play one team at the top, but only once. You played, the bottom 6 teams. Now you don't play the bottom 7 teams at all. Of course, there's 13 teams now in the 2 divisions. But this is it's hard to win at this level. You have to beat elite teams every week when you play.
I think Steel City will win 2-1. What do you think?
It is such a tough call, but I always like to disagree with you so that you can win or I can win. So I'm going to pick DeKalb County. What did you say, 2-1?
Yeah.
I'm going to say DeKalb County is going to win in a very low-scoring affair, simply 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good guess. As we talked with McCone and Stampley in the postgame show last time we were here last Tuesday. McCone even admitted to us Charney Yazwo got very tired in the 80th minute. I don't know if Steel City is going to have that kind of advantage in this one. It's a very conditioned DeKalb team, but like Steel City, they have struggled offensively.
Well, the same thing. They're in this top level of 6 teams as well, and DeKalb City has played good opposition, so they're also a very, very strong team. And I think he was just being kind on that, where he said, well, we scored a goal, but they were tired. I think that's a lot better saying that in a way than, well, we scored a goal because, I guess he could have said we had excellent execution on that, but the truth is they probably were a little bit tired. It was a hot day, 80 some odd degrees, maybe even 90 degrees that day, and at night the field is hot, the sun was warm. Now it's cooling off a little bit here. We have a nice breeze, the field is in the shade, the sun goes behind the third base line here. But what a great place to play, Joliet. The Dooley Health and Care Field. I like this. We're on the baseball diamond. We noticed that last week at the end of the game. It took a long time to put the pitcher's mound back on the pitcher's mound because there's obviously a rise to it, 10 or 15 inches off the ground. They had to piece it back together. It's not like it's one great big pitcher's mound, but it's a flat field, so you see the infield. It's simply turf that's colored brown. That's it. It's not like they got to run in the sand, so there's no advantage to either side.
Well, the issues for Steel City today, Matt Marchiori. He is top 8 in 6 different all-time categories for the University of Dubuque. If Steel City scores tonight, they better keep the ball because Marchiori doesn't give up a lot of goals at the University of Dubuque.
Well, and I can't say that went into my 1-0 projection. I'm just like, I think it'll be a low-scoring game. I don't think it's hard to score against these good teams, these good top teams, right? So when you get one goal, you might go a little bit into a defensive shell and prevent the other team from scoring and just take the 1-0 lead. If you continue to press even with a 1-0 lead, sometimes the odd man rush against you causes a 1-1 tie. So I think the first goal, whoever gets that first goal, is going to indeed be the winner. I mean, it could be it could be Steel City, but if it's DeKalb County, I think it'll end that way.
So we're going to take a break and national anthem and starting lineups, as well as our awesome pregame ceremony where the kids welcome the starting lineups for Steel City coming up next. But that does it for me and Bob. Starting lineups and national anthem coming up next here on SBS.
Now this is some bull.
And another 3 for the ball! Oh, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm's here to help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Steel City welcomes Bolingbrook Soccer Club to Steel City tonight. Bolingbrook Soccer Club is a not-for-profit club that is dedicated to developing skills, promoting sportsmanship while allowing players to compete according to their skill level. Bolingbrook Soccer Club offers wide range of programming from recreational to elite level youth soccer, including a referee training program for Bolingbrook and the surrounding area. Steel City welcomes Peace Lutheran Church of Lennox to Steel City tonight. Peace Lutheran Church is a Scarborough group of real people dedicated to following Jesus Christ. Peace Lutheran is a casual atmosphere where friendships can form and relationships deepen. Peace Lutheran is at 1900 East Lincoln Highway in Lennox, across from Lincoln Way Central High School. Steel City would also like to welcome Clifton Central High School soccer team and Clifton's summer kickoff soccer game. Clifton Central High School is the home of Steel City original number 10, Rodrigo Munoz. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Steel City, presented by Ozinga.
Jalen, get Tom in.
Number 5 for Steel City FC in the Midwest Premier League's first division. Yes. Tonight's opponent.
Put your headphones on.
DeKalb County United.
Take a seat.
I can move it to this side if you want.
Yeah, it's
space.
Jalen, are you going to stay there, bud?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You guys got more space then.
Yeah, we need space.
You can move this back a little bit.
God damn it.
You're on mute, right?
No, I mean, we are, but video camera.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineup. Steel City FC. From Chicago, number 1, Sam Price.
Don't step on the...
Goalkeeper, number 4, Hinsdale. Ryan Koscheck.
Is that the power cord?
Hear a little bit of what you guys are talking about.
Was that the power cord?
I know. Well, I have to get the national.
Number 6.
What? You're good now. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, but it's like it can happen again. All right.
Broadcasting all-time leading scorer. From the Lennox, number 7, Jake Lysik. From the Lennox, number 9, Nolan McGrath. From Kennedy,
Really?
number 10, Rodrigo Munoz. From Lukita, number 12,
Terrible time to call.
Call back.
Again, international from Bourbonnais, number 13, Ali Silla. From Tinley Park, number 14, Jake Bosco. A co-captain from Joliet, number 15, Brandon Camacho. Bolingbrook, number 16, Anis Lapinskis. From Crest Hill, number 18, Jason Indigran. From Highland, number 26, Rafael Garcia. From Crown Point, number 32, Carter Beckman. Of Longview International, number 37, Nainoa Norton. From Germany, the enforcer, number 38, Efrain Davila. From Moni, number 40, Carlos Morales. From Romeoville, number 43, Adrian Lechuga. From Gilman, number 64, Diego Camarena. And from Chicago, number 67, Joshua Dennis. Our head coach from Bridgeton Park, Nigel Dillard. Let's hear it once again for your Steel City FC.
It's 7:29 p.m., which means it's about some time for some Midwest Premier League soccer. I'm Kyle Smith alongside Bob Vilsaway. DeKalb County United in the green taking on Steel City FC in the black. For Steel City to win, the offense has not been there, just like last season. Now they have Norton today. They'll get Hansenicka come July. Got to find a way to win some matches to, number one, avoid relegation, but number two, somewhat stay alive for the postseason if they can win tonight and win a couple of matches until Haneka comes back from Germany.
Well, they do have a bunch of time before the 10 games elapse. I mean, they're playing at this high level. You know, they don't have to play the bottom 7 teams in this league. So winning at this high level is not easy, but only one team goes down, right? And so right now, it's a race between DeKalb, Charney's Laszlo, and of course Steel City. Somebody's going to go down, the other two are going to stay. So this is a huge game that's going to help determine who stays, and hopefully the other two then go down.
We got live stats today, both Google Sheet and Stat Crew today, so no excuses. We're going to have all the informative and professional and right-on-track stats today.
I always like it when we have the stats available to us. It tells us who's ahead on corner kicks, although we usually tally that anyway. If there's a yellow card or not, where the shots are coming from, how many. It's goals, assists, the shots on goal, headers, fouls committed, corner kicks. Corner kicks are really a good barometer for who's ahead. If you have like a lead 5-1 or 5-2 on corner kicks, that's usually a barometer of who's ahead on the score. It doesn't mean necessarily you get the corner kick in or headed in or something, but usually when you get corner kicks, it means your offense is clicking. And, of course, yellow card, red card, and goalie saves.
By the way, if it looks a little blurred on your screen, this is what I want you to do if you're the viewer or listener. Go to the top right if you're using a phone or tablet, or go to the bottom right if you're using a laptop or desktop. There's a little wheel icon at the top or bottom right of your screen. Click on Quality, then click on 720, or click on Highest Quality Available, and that'll get you the non-blurred version.
We film everything in high definition around here.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
No standard definition, no 1970s style broadcast tonight.
I used to broadcast, I used to videotape the volleyball games, right? And I was using a standard definition Sony camera and could never understand why it was never in focus. Then I got a high definition camera as a Canon Vixia, right? And all of a sudden everything was in perfect focus. So the camera matters. We use expensive cameras, and today we have cameras all over the place, right? We have 3 cameras right here at field level. At the concourse level. We have another camera upstairs in the suite box up there. So they'll all get updated or uploaded later on YouTube.
Sam Price, he'll be wearing the DRC Buick red, white, and black shirt. And the goalkeeper today for Marchiori, he'll be in the blue. He's got all blue. He's got socks, shorts, and the shirt. How about that, partner?
He looks like a Chicago Fire player, doesn't he?
Isn't Fire usually red versus blue?
Is that light blue, isn't it?
Yeah, but don't they have mostly red and then a little light blue? Because fire is mostly red, is it not?
Well,
have I been misinformed these last 33 years?
Or me, but that just looks like a Chicago Fire uniform to me with that light blue and the pretty light blue Chicago flag.
Well, the captain is Ronan Wilcox. We'll give you his stats in a second here, but that's probably the guy to watch out for. Usually when you're the captain, not just are you the best goal scorer generally on your team, but leadership skills, passing, the intangibles of soccer.
Yeah, as opposed to the forward on my daughter's team who would be like a giant funnel. You get the ball and you kick it wide, and then the other team gets the goal kick. We took the camera on the field last time, and I guess Camilla was the videographer. She did a fantastic job if you were to upload the film from last week. And it's amazing. I mean, from up here, you can see everything. You can see the plays open up and who's not open, who's covered, if they're pressing or not, where the back line is, right? But when you are on the field with that camera angle and she zoomed in, it was really tough to follow, but she did a great job following the ball. The camera has a fantastic autofocus. But what you really notice is how fast these players are at this level and how well they control the ball when it's passed to them. They knock it down with one touch and then do whatever they're going to do from there. And it's a fast field because it's turf. But it's just wonderful, wonderful view from the field level.
So Nolan McGrath will touch it first, and here we go. Midwest Premier League Soccer at beautiful Dooley and Healthcare Field.
Boy, it didn't take long for Steele to send the ball.
Look, you want to get ahead, stay ahead, right?
And you want to control the ball. And at this level, you got to limit the turnovers. You got to start there, right? You're taking little bits of the game at a time, and one of the little bits you take is don't turn it over.
Tonight, Steel City welcome Lincoln Way East and Lincoln Way Central in the Steel City High School Challenge. Lincoln Way East High School is coached by Steel City's own Matthew Ribbons. Coach Ribbon has led the team to more wins in each successive season since he arrived. Lincoln Way Central is coached by David Brown. Lincoln Way Central are perennial powers in our area and recorded a 15-win season last year.
And I like how they were at the beginning of the game, high-fiving the players as they walked onto the field during the starting lineups from the PA announcer. It's really kind of a fun thing for those players to be a part of.
Steel City welcomes Peace Lutheran Church of New Lenox to Steel City tonight. At Peace Lutheran Church, you will discover a warm group of real people dedicated to following Jesus Christ. Peace Lutheran is a casual atmosphere where friendships can form and relationships deepen. Peace Lutheran is at 1900 East Lincoln Highway in New Lenox, across from Lincoln Way Central High School. Well, first time on the attack is DeKalb County, as leading it is Bujek. As Bujek sends it back 5 meters back, but keeping possession is DKC. With it now is Red Zeppi as he sends it forward. Stolen away by Steel City, and that time on attack didn't really do much for DKC there.
Yeah, that one-touch pass just went errantly, and so Steel City was able to pick it up easily. Now, if you go by what's been going on in the first couple minutes of this game, right, Steel City is controlling the complete game. They've had the ball the most of the time. They've controlled the tempo. So right now, I mean, DeKalb has to be a little bit concerned if you're just counting the first couple of minutes. But I've been told by players I coached before that you can kind of tell who's going to win the game by what happens in the first 5 minutes. So right now, if we had to project what's going on after this first couple of minutes, Steel City is in the lead. But score is still 0-0.
Back over to midfield as DKC over to the right sideline. Look at that nutmeg play, and Lysek got a piece of it. Now in the box, and Steel City takes their time back to the far sideline, kicked away by DKC, and it'll be SC to take the goal kick.
Yeah, to me, I don't know if that's exactly a turnover, but when you work that hard to move the ball into the forward section of the field, you want to take a shot or get a shot or some kind of a possible pass that could have connected. Don't just give it away.
Steel City is giving away swag. Follow us or post a picture and tag us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and we will select a winner in the 60th minute for Steel City swag. Friendster and MySpace do not count. That was a joke, by the way, Bob. Sent up, and Red Zeppi got a piece of it. The intended target was Warmbier, and over to the near touch line.
Ooh, a nice little somersault in the middle of the field. We got a sore DeKalb player. Now the referee's blowing the whistle. He's going to walk it off or walk it off. We're not sure if walking it off and staying on the field or walking it off the field is going to happen, but he's hurting. Now the trainer's not running out there really
he's
fast.
Need a sub soon.
Well, he's staying in.
The injured player is Caleb Warmbier.
I love that name.
over to the touchline. Steel City would like to thank its presenting partner, Ozinga. Ozinga is a fourth-generation family-owned American business in the construction materials industry. They make positive impact on individuals, their families, and the community for generations by providing concrete, aggregates, and cement that help build a better future. Over to the touchline as Lysick sends it forward. Stampley. And losing meters is Steel City, but maintaining possession. Over to Morales on his right foot.
Yeah, losing ground is fine if you maintain possession. There's nothing wrong with going backwards.
DeKalb County, they just have not possessed the ball a lot early on in this first half. Red Zeppi's had it the majority of the time.
Good steal.
Kicked forward by Collins. And then over into DKC territory.
Yeah, Steel City was looking for a penalty on that. You know, free kick from there, but no call. Doesn't mean there should have been a call just because Steel City was looking for a call.
Near the pitcher's mound as Collins. Slow-moving ball, but not able to get a read on it was Norton. You got to be careful on passes like that, partner. If they're slow-moving, it's very easy for Steel City to get in the way of it and steal.
That's the thing about these. These truly are, well, pre-professional players, right? And he knew that he could pass it at that pace, and nobody was there in the position to run in front and get it. So it wasn't just a lackadaisical slow pass. But I think they are trained to make sure the passes are hard and crisp, just like hockey.
And I'll be back in 5 seconds. As DKC with it. In center field. Off the foot. And it's going to be played right now by Red Zeppi. Seems to be their go-to guy, partner. He's possessed the ball over 50% early on in this first half. Now to Harahan.
There again, an errant pass on offense from DeKalb. You know, they work hard to get it up there. I think they have to make a little more careful passes. I like this run.
Stop and start move. Chance for Steel City, Marchiori. Not only did he make the save, partner, but he kept it in play.
It was a great save. It was also a good kick to take.
We're going to tell you a lot about this Matthew Marchiori guy because he might be the difference maker in a win, loss, or draw for DeKalb County United tonight.
Well, and on that play, McGrath appeared to be open on the near side, but it's probably wiser to take the shot.
Matthew Marchiori, tied for 6th in career wins at the University of Dubuque. Tied for 6th in career saves. Currently 3rd in career shutouts. Currently 8th in career minutes in goal, and currently 8th in career goals allowed average with 1.71. Not too bad a career for number 1. Good news is, if you're a Steel City fan, his save percentage dropped dramatically from his 2022 sophomore year to his junior year. 75% save percentage for Marchiori, but in his junior year, just 59.1.
Well, that has everything to do with the size of the net. No, I'm kidding. You never know which defender left Dubuque that year. So much of the goals against the average for goalies in any sport are, you know, how good is your defense in front of you?
Keep in mind, he had 12 games started in 2023 and 15 in 2022. Law of math says the more the sample size, chances are you can improve your save percentage each and every game. Smaller the sample size, chances are your save percentage might go down. Jake Lysick in the box, shot, and did Marchiori.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a little bit wide, but again, I like the shot, and I think the Steel City offense is going to go through Lysick on that left side. It appears to be intentionally done. When we were here last week, you didn't see as much activity on the far left side as I think, you know, obviously Steel City would have liked.
Steel City with the steal. McGrath looking for Lysick, not a good pass.
Yeah, he just missed it. That's the trouble with the fast turf here. The ball moves faster than you think, and you know, you think the ball's going to be there when you kick it, but it's over there.
And Red Zeppi is from DeKalb. He grew up in DeKalb, went to DeKalb High School. He's a midfielder from Kishwaukee College. 5 goals, 7 assists last season. 19 shots, and his shot percentage was 26.3. You know, we talked about number 8 having the ball a lot. Slide tackle steal, but Steel City got it right back.
Yeah, their defense has been very, very good.
Out of bounds.
I do think DeKalb's been a little bit careless on the passing in the offensive zone, but nonetheless, Steel City still gets credit for playing good defense. We've had a couple of wind gusts behind us.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Steel City, presented by Ozinga. Tonight is match day number 5 for Steel City FC in the Midwest Premier League's First Division.
So it's a perfect day for soccer. A little bit on the warm side. The field is warm, cooling down now in the shade. The sun's down behind us, so the sun isn't in anybody's eyes. A little bit of a breeze, just enough to keep the players a little bit cool on the field.
1 shot on goal for Ali Salah, 1 for Jake Lysick. That's pretty good, partner. 2 of 2 in terms of your shots. Perfect shot percentage thus far for SC. Here's SCFC, that shot not on target.
I think on cue he decided to miss the net. Okay, Kyle says we're 2 for 2 on net. We better make sure we blast the field goal.
So now you went from 100% on your math test to a 66.67. What is that, a D minus?
Well, whatever it is, right? You now are in the flunking zone from A plus to D. We'll say D plus.
But in baseball, you're the best baseball player of all time if your batting average is 667.
Isn't it something how those stats work?
In math, on a math test, you might have to retake 12th grade algebra.
This is why I like to watch the players as opposed to look at stats. Stats help a little bit, but I think you just got to watch the players. But I'm an old school coach.
How do you score on Mark Iori? And what I was going to say earlier is Mark Iori has to be careful, partner. You want to make the save, but you also don't want to give up a corner kick. That shot, easy save for Price.
Yeah, that was right to him. It was a long way away. A one bouncer right to him. I mean, when you try to score on Price, I think hitting it at him is probably not the right thing to do. But of course, when you're kicking it from that far out, you only have to turn your foot by a millimeter or two, and it goes right to him versus into a corner.
And that's the thing about soccer, Bob, is in hockey you want to pepper the goalie, right? Shot, 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 even if it's from the point. In soccer, sometimes ball possession is that lead pass near the box. Chance for DKC, over to Warmbier, read well by Morales, cleared by Steel City. McGrath with it now, and is this going to be a foul on DeKalb?
Whenever you say Warmbier, I just think of lame beer on Detroit.
That was, of course, Bill Lambier. Here we go. Steel City has some numbers, but DeKalb getting back very quickly.
Oh no, that had to hurt.
Looks like it's going to be an offensive foul on Steel City. I agree. He had way too much separation for my liking. Usually when you get that much separation, it's because you pushed off.
Yeah, from where I sat, I was actually thinking that was going to be a free kick from there for Steel City.
So you think that it was last touched by DeKalb County's Zach Heidkemper?
No, I just thought it was going to be a foul on the play, and Steel City was going to get a free kick from there, but it looks like it was called.
Heidkemper fouled Stampley and said they called on Stampley.
Right. So instead, it's essentially a goal kick.
So it'll be 97, Josh De Los Santos into the match for DeKalb County.
I think if I'm watching this game, I'd want to play it back a little bit and see what you really did think happened.
Live chat's available. Your favorite high school, college, or MLS memory. Go on the live chat. Let us know. World Cup is allowed as well. Brendan Collins with it. Sent forward to De Los Santos, and he tried to tap it forward to his teammate in Boojak.
Yeah, nobody
maybe
there.
lack of communication there.
Again, I view that as a turnover. I mean, you had the ball, and now you don't have the ball.
Back to that part. We saw that shot that was easily saved by Sam Price. When does it get to a point where we want to have ball possession over a shot on goal? If it's not the shot we want, it's going to be an easy save for Price regardless. Should we avoid those shots and try to get 3 more meters closer to the box?
Well, to me, absolutely, and take more than 3 meters. I'm looking for some kind of pass that gets deflected into an open net, not a shot from 40 yards out that bounces once right to the goalie. Like here, that's right to the goalie again. To me, that's not a good shot.
Yeah, it looks like a crosser.
Yeah, well, it looks to me it's a turnover. It was a nice, easy save by the goalie. Now the other team is kicking the ball, and you aren't.
And what we've seen too, partner, especially at the United Premier Soccer League level, is some goalies aren't the best and they can't catch. And so we've seen goalkeepers tap it forward or knock it down with their fists. And if you can't catch it, sometimes you get a rebound try near the 18-yard box. But Sam Price is great at catching.
Yeah, and that kind of shot's not going to get by Sam Price.
Right. You're just hoping that Price knocks it down with his knuckles instead of catching it directly.
Now, the good thing the goalie caught onto this, because that would have been a corner kick.
Just a beautiful day at Dulian Healthcare Field. Over to the near touchline, Red Zeppi, back to Collins.
I think you just like saying his name.
Well, they've shut him down the last 3 minutes. He had a lot of touches, not so much the last 3 minutes.
Well, the ball's been on the far side, and then there have been quick turnovers. I mean, they've gotten the ball upfield and been a little bit careless with it. We're talking about DeKalb. This is, of course, what Steel City needs. I like this. They're switching sides here. Less pressure on this side.
Ozinga makes a positive impact on individuals, their families, and the communities for generations by providing concrete aggregates and cement that help build a better future. Support businesses that support Steel City, including Audiophils Records, Chicago Street Pub, Nico's Catering, John Wright State Farm Agency, Rebuild, Strength, and Rehab.
Another throw-in from the near side didn't work on that centering pass. Now they got to throw in from the far side to see if they can get it centered again. Both teams still kind of feeling each other out early in the game.
Keeping possession. Some nice moves. Still in the box. Chance for DeKalb and then cleared by Steel City.
I thought that was kind of a 1-on-2. If it were me, oh, there's a push from behind. I think I would have passed it back a little bit, relieved the pressure. But like we said, on the field, it happens so quick and they are so fast, you have to make such a split-second decision. Up here, it's easy when you see the whole field in front of you.
And Noah Norden is 23 tonight. Beckman, his pass forward, easily read by DKC. As the starting pitcher with it now, that's Red Zippy. Over to the first baseman and Mark Iori.
Dangerous pass to the catcher, though.
Catcher's cheating up. He must be running down the line for a ground ball to the second baseman.
All right, here's your favorite.
Red Zeppi again in the center box.
I like the pass. There you go. Nobody's there except your own player.
Takes his time, crosser, and that's going to be a corner kick awarded for DeKalb County United.
We'll see if our statistician puts down a shot block.
I think it was a crosser, to be honest.
So we're getting a corner kick out of it. So the first corner kick of the game that I remember.
One shot on goal for Caleb Warnbeer. Only foul the game that was committed by Ali Salah.
So it doesn't look like they're aiming for the far post. The players are in the middle. So let's see if it's a kind of a near post line drive.
Steel City looking to clear.
And they did.
Boot, not enough. And another opportunity coming up for DeKalb, see if they can capitalize. Red Zeppi, crosser, easily read by Price. They're trying, partner, but same thing we saw last Tuesday. Charney Jaswo tried that, and Sam Price was up to the task.
Yeah, I think the crossers, Price is hip to that, right? So I think the crossers are going to have to be farther away from the goal and kicked in, not headed in. And I think they should try further far post, not in the middle. It's easy for me to say, of course.
Well, you try everything you can, and the things you practice the most, you're going to run most of the game.
Well, and that's the thing. These games, you have to work hard to get the ball into the offensive zone, right? So when you get there, you need to be able to execute to get the ball in because you don't have that many tries.
DeKalb County with 1 win, 3 losses, no draws. Here we go. Chance for United. Up in the air. Can't clear it yet. And a slide tackle defensive play. Last touched by DeKalb County. It was touched by Weingar, and Sam Price will either do a goal kick or a pass, underhand pass to one of his teammates.
Well, you got to be really careful when you're the defensive team in your own goalie box like this. You cannot do a slide tackle where you miss the ball because then it becomes a penalty kick. If you slide tackle, you got to make sure 100%, and I don't mean 99%, but 100% chance you get that ball first. Now, that was an easy scenario where he was going to get the ball first, but slide tackling in your own zone is trouble. Looks like the trainer's going out on this play. I think he's going to be fine, though. Didn't look like there was any contact after the slide. And sliding on turf with no knee pads can burn. That's where the strawberries come from, as they say.
Always Home Real Estate Services is your local business delivering ultimate care and attention. They can help with your home purchase, sale, or property rentals. They also manage properties for associations and investors. Find them at alwayshome247.com. Richards Building Supply, Chicagoland's premier exterior building material supplier, carries the most respected brands in residential roofing, siding, windows, decking, and more. So if you're a professional contractor or a savvy do-it-yourselfer looking for great design ideas and installation experience, then Richards Building Supply can help. To get the knowledge and products you need at the pricing you deserve, contact Richards Building Supply. At midfield, left-footed boot, not a good one. Easily read by Collins.
Yeah, a little higher. He had McGrath off and running.
It's going to be a foul on Steel City.
Free kick from there. This is a good spot to have a free kick from. DeKalb is fortunate here. Now here I would take a long shot to the far post. Nope, it's just at midfield. Never mind. I thought it was up further.
DeKalb lost 3-0 to RWB Adria. They lost 2-1 to Bavarian United, and they got destroyed by Chicago House 3-0.
Good
so
steal.
This is a beatable team partner. Steel City almost tied Chicago House earlier in the season.
Well, they got a 3-on-2 tackled from behind.
He got ball first, no call.
They had a 3-on-2 going, though. That was a good little odd man rush there.
If they had fouled there, it's outside the box. I don't mind it because it was a 3-on-2 in favor of Steel City. But good job getting ball first before the player. Sent forward, McGrath in the box. McGrath fell down on his own accord.
Yeah, but, you know, if the defense wasn't right there, he had a good line with no defenders between him and the ball. It was a real good attempt.
The other thing, too, Bob, we just rarely see PKs. Unless the ref can go to his grave knowing that the player was touched first before he went to the ground, they usually don't call penalty kicks.
I am not a fan of penalty kicks. I just can't stand it when somebody is fouled on the perimeter someplace, goes down, maybe fakes it, maybe flops a little bit, and then holds his ankle, ow, 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 and then they give him a penalty kick over it.
Well, I mean, a foul's a foul. If you got the player first before the ball, it's a foul.
Yeah, I like to have a
slide tackle in the box.
Well, that is true. Why you don't slide tackle in the box? I'd like to see a little bit more discretion on the referees to not call a penalty kick, because that penalty kick changes the whole complexion of the game on a ticky-tack foul outside the box.
But it's one of those things as a ref, you just can't think about what the score is, what time of the match. You have to call it from the opening kick till the 90th minute. It's got to be the same officiating. But you're right, Bob. In this game, when it's a PK, all the pressure's on the keeper.
Yeah, I think the referees have to have discretion on that.
Right, so they usually don't call him unless they absolutely know that he was touched first before the defender got the ball. It's a PK. In the box, not much on it, easily read by Lysick.
Well, and it's excellent defense there, too. Here they go, another odd man rush. Let's see if they can fill it. No. Now it's a 2-on-4. Good send, though, to McGrath. He's going to get it onside. Wait for some help if you can.
And there is a change. De Los Santos is not 97. It's going to be Abraham Antar. He switched from 24 to 97 tonight. Over to the center circle.
Yep, switching the field. I like that.
You know, the reason why there's been odd man rushes in favor of SC is DeKalb County wants the win. The draw does them no good. And when you keep cheating up your middle fielders and one of your defenders, eventually Steel City is going to capitalize.
Well, it's still early enough in the season, but if you're ahead of somebody in the standings and you play them and you do draw with them, you each get that 1 point. You're still ahead of them in the standings.
Right, but you really want the win. You don't want to be anywhere close to Steel City when it comes to relegation.
Well, I mean, of course, if you can, right? But if you're tying with the team behind you, they can't overtake you. No, stepped on the ball and lost it.
From the shortstop position to left field.
So right now, the pressure is on Steel City to pull out a win. They don't need a draw because then they'll still be 2 points behind and with one fewer to play.
It's important for DeKalb, too. You don't want to draw. You're 1-3 on the season.
Right. You need to win this game. So, if the question comes later, it's 1-1. You got if you're Steel City, you got to press for that goal. If you're DeKalb, you don't really have to. That's going to be another field goal.
Good shot by Redzepi, and I like that attempt, partner. He was creative with the shot. He went top shelf, just a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, I think it was a little too impatient for me. 0-0 game, he's got the ball. He really didn't have a defender on him. I think he should have played with the ball a little bit more, looked for an open player somewhere else. This shot, it really wasn't that great. He was leaning back. You got to keep your toe pointed down, and you got to be a little bit more on top of the ball, kicking it over the net. It doesn't work.
Midwest Orthopedics at Rush, the highest-ranked orthopedic program in Illinois, is proud to serve the Joliet community. To be the best, see the best. And that ball will go over to the far touchline. Near the box, and instead of doing the crosser, takes his time. Right on the turf, tap forward, and not able to get the shot on goal from Nainoa Norton. And from Stranix, USL teams knocking out MLS teams in the Open Cup is always a good memory. Appreciate everybody on the live chat tonight as that's near midfield. Here comes DKC as Red Zippy of the United has it. That crosser, once again, they're not learning their lesson, Bob. It was similar to what we saw 5 minutes ago.
Right. Well, Price is too good, reads that too well. Like I said, I think they need to cross it when they have a little bit more players, I guess, on with a chance to kick it. And I think they need to cross it further from Price and kick it on the redirect rather than head it. Because right now it's just Price is playing catch with the ball right now. I like this McGrath wide. Even when they don't have numbers, once he gets the ball, the numbers show up.
How about that pass? And no choice for Heidkemper but to just clear it. Corner kick coming up for Steel City.
Yeah, I didn't expect anything to happen on that pass. All of a sudden it turns into a corner kick. This can be deadly.
This Steel City corner kick is brought to you by Pursuit Wealth Group.
First corner kick now.
And let's make some noise. The Steel City corner kick is brought to you by Pursuit. The Steel City corner kick is presented by Pursuit Wealth Group. No matter where you are in your financial journey, let Pursuit Wealth Group show you the way. A little bit too much on that, but Lechuga keeps it over to Lysick, up in the air, and Mark Iori stays with it. Easy catch for him.
Yep, just like Price. Reads the ball well and gets out there with hands high so no head can get to it before he does. A Steel City player almost ran him down but avoided the goalie, thankfully. Something like that can turn into a red card, knocking the goalie over like that.
Yes,
so
Red Zeppi with it.
You want to avoid that goalie contact.
Over to the touchline.
Oh, there's a trip.
Steel City would like to thank its presenting partner, Ozinga. Rebuild Strength and Rehab is the #1 chiropractic clinic in the Lincoln Way area for all age groups. Whether you are a desk worker or a high-level athlete, Rebuild Strength and Rehab has the treatment you need. Rebuild's owner, Dr. Kyle Richmond, is Steel City's sideline doctor for all matches.
DeKalb has a great chance here on that trip, right? It's a free kick. Not too far away outside the goalie box, and let's see what they do with this. Now, if they're learning their lesson, they got to keep it away from Price and look for a redirect, I think, on the far post with your foot. Let's see what they do with it. Steel City pushing their defense line up.
And it was a fake, not a good pass at all, and I disagree with that, partner. When you're that close to the 18-yard box, get a lot of hang time on it and hope that one of your forwards can head it into the back of the net.
When's the last time you heard me say I couldn't agree with you more, right? That's exactly right. They squandered a real good chance. They're way too close to the goal. Take the direct kick or pass it on the far post, but just kicking it on a line on turf, you just don't, you need a little bit more touch than that. Now, if it were on grass, it would have slowed down a bit. Maybe you could have gotten the shot from there or the centering pass.
So Beckman back into the game.
So I think they have to go back to the drawing board on that one.
Sometimes, and when you're playing a good keeper like Sam Price, sometimes you overthink things because remember they've done those 2 crossers that Price has easily caught. They're like, well, we don't want to do that again because Price is just going to catch it, so let's do something else. And so Price has taken them out of their comfort zone a little bit.
We've been too many games together. I was thinking the exact same thing. Overthink it. Even though Price is a good goalie, you still got to get a good quality shot and not hit it at him.
Like, they're still human, right? They're not machines. Eventually, the keeper is going to make a mistake, and if he doesn't, it's a 0-0 draw tonight.
Well, he'll never make a mistake if you kick it right to him. That's why you're looking for a redirect.
They're kicking it to the left and right, but there's still enough hang time on it for Price to easily read it and catch it. That shot wide.
Yeah, now at least they had the right height. What I don't like was no shots go over the goal. This one went wide, but he had a good kick on it. In that case, he pointed his toe just a little bit to the right, needed to keep that ankle back a bit. But I like that he put some pace on it. It looked like he thought there was some open net to hit it into, but maybe not a whole lot, which is why he had to kick it so hard. Anyway, a souvenir for somebody in the purple who went, or lavender, went and got the ball. I'm not good with those lavender type colors.
3 fouls committed for Steel City. And they've had a lot of shots, partner. 2 on goal for Lysick, 1 for McGrath, 1 for Sela. Sela also has a shot not on goal. 1 for Iniguez and 1 for Garcia. Meanwhile, here's Redzepi. Good lead pass in the box. As Antar's pass
another
goes out
corner.
of bounds. Corner kick.
Yeah, I feel like Steel City deserves this. There was no pressure at all on DeKalb when they were bringing the ball up. So they got the ball to midfield and then sent it into the corner and then got a corner kick out of it. I feel like on defense, you have to press a little bit more. It causes a little bit more trouble, so they can't bring it up to midfield as easily, and then you have more opportunities, I believe, for steals. And Steel City should be good at steals.
Where'd you steal that pun? Chance for DeKalb over the net. It was a good setup on the set piece, but not able to finish.
Yeah, I'm not convinced from this angle he wasn't behind the goal line. That's camera angle will tell us different, but that ball really had no chance. I think if he was really trying to do something, he needed to kick it back and center it. Put the pressure on the line judge over in the corner to decide if it was behind the goal line or not on that centering pass. But again, Steel City with the ball.
It's close, but it looked like that his last foot was just right at Sam Price's knee. So it looked like he was onside. Doesn't matter, though. No harm, no foul. It's a goal kick awarded for Steel City, but here comes Redzepi. Redzepi takes his time. He's got a wide open man in the box. Chance for DKC. And that might be a penalty kick. Nope, they're going to say offensive foul on DeKalb. So break for Steel City.
Yeah, I've said this before, and I worry that, okay, the ball is in one defensive zone. Yeah, it seems like it should be a defensive foul, but then a penalty kick would happen. Oftentimes the referee will call an offensive foul on the offensive team, which results in a goal kick and keeps the score down. Because if there was a penalty the other way, we'd be looking at a penalty kick, and it changes the whole game. But, I couldn't really tell who the foul was on.
Well, they call the offensive foul on Weingar.
Which is a good bet that that's probably what happened.
It's like what we talked about earlier, Bob, is a lot of the time when the ball's in the box, they don't call anything or an offensive foul. They very rarely award a penalty kick to the offensive team.
Yeah, I think referees want the teams to earn it. And that's the kind of thing I don't... Right
Bad
up the
pass.
middle.
Here's a chance for Camacho. That's a
And
foul.
the trip. Let's see what they do. Should be a penalty kick.
Yeah, that should be a PK.
Good ball.
That was a huge mistake by the goalie. You're taught, like in kindergarten, to never, as a goalie, send the ball up the middle. You want to send it to one side or the other. And he did send it up the middle, and it was stolen instantly, and the defender almost had no choice but to tackle him, which you have to have a choice because now you got a penalty kick.
The help wasn't there quick enough. You don't want to allow a point-blank shot at Mark Iori, regardless of how good Mark Iori is.
Well, Mark Iori knew that by centering it like that up the middle, he was going to have a penalty kick coming at him, and he just wanted to be a star here. So let's see if he stops the play. Now, this penalty kick can be rebounded and kick in. Not everybody knows this. The goalie can save it, run in, and get the rebound if you can.
I think it's going to be a goal for Camacho.
Oh, that's what I think.
Camacho scores! Goal! This Steel City goal, brought to you by Pursuit Wealth Group, was scored by number 15, Brandon Camacho, unassisted.
Well, the assist came from the defensive penalty, right?
It was really Mark Iori's assist, just a horrible pass. And partner, it's okay to pass it up the middle, but you got to get it up in the air. That was just a line drive pass right on the turf.
No, it is not okay to pass it up the middle when the ball's on the ground like that. You are taught, like I said, at kindergarten, preschool, even in preschool, but he couldn't pick it up because it passed back to him, I think it was.
Oh, that's right, yes, so he didn't have time to pick it up.
He had to go left or right with it. And you learn, where did he play? I forgot the college he was at.
University of Dubuque.
Dubuque, right. So the Dubuque coaches probably never saw that from him because he should know better.
Right, he's from the University of Dubuque, but his coaching staff might have puked at that play.
Oh, yikes. Well, now here we said earlier, at least I said earlier, there goes my prediction. Your prediction is still in play. But I did say that whoever scored that first goal was going to win the game. And that goal is huge. Now, if they can milk this 1-0 lead, they get 3 points on the scoreboard and go ahead of DeKalb. So that goal had so many ramifications for a goalie to make a mistake like that.
1-0 Steel City.
Yeah, I don't usually like to blame goalies on defensive plays, but that was absolutely an offensive gaffe.
Marky Arori, he's so good, partner. When he makes mistakes like that, he'll own up to it. We had him in the pregame show, and our friend and field reporter Jack Woods asked him, "What skill sets do you bring to the table?" And Marky Arori said, "I don't make a lot of mistakes." Well, he doesn't make a lot of them, but he made one right there.
Which could cost them moving down. That Charney's Yazlo team is very good. They're tied effectively in points at least with Steel City. And if Steel City gets these 3 points and gets ahead, I mean, this is a big loss for DeKalb.
Here we go, pushing and shoving. Will each player get a yellow card?
We went to a soccer game and a hockey game broke out.
Got to keep your composure. One thing that a team will do when things aren't going their way, try to get in your head, and just like hockey and soccer, it's not the first time, it's the second push that's called for the foul or the yellow card.
Well, and I think the goal just got scored, and there's probably a level of frustration with DeKalb. I didn't actually see what happened and who started it, but, obviously with both teams pushing and shoving like that, you have to believe it's a little bit of frustration on DeKalb's side since they were the one that had the goal scored against them. Now, this is a good spot on the free kick, and it is DeKalb kicking the free kick, so therefore it was a penalty on Steel City.
Still up in the air, now near the end line as Morales heads it out. Good header, partner, avoided the corner kick, got it to the sideline. It'll be a throw-in coming up for DeKalb County United.
Right, big difference between the throw-in versus the corner kick. Now the ball's on.
No, they're going to change. They're going to change their mind. Corner kick, I don't know. I think it might have gone to the sideline before the end line. Morales is pleading his case to the sideline judge. Here we go. Corner kick awarded for DeKalb County. Up in the air. Beautiful hang time. That shot just over the net, but I think Price touched it, so another corner kick for DeKalb.
If Price wasn't as tall as he was and he had hops like he did, that was a goal. That would have gone right in the goal net, right behind him, and he tipped it just over the crossbar. I thought maybe he didn't tip it enough and it might still roll into the net, but it didn't.
Another corner kick. They'll try it again. Nope.
Oh, it was just kidding.
That's the difference between hockey and soccer. On the penalty shot in hockey, you cannot stop and start. You got to keep your forward momentum going, and you cannot do a spinorama move. Here we go. DeKalb County. A lot of hang time. Headed forward, then cleared by Steel City.
Yeah, and Price couldn't get to it, so he might have been screened on the play or something. But they did learn their lesson. That was two pretty good opportunities. There should be a free kick there.
And partner, obviously we can't hear what McGrath is saying to the nearest ref. Here's what I think he's saying. He was also gesturing his players. So I think first he was telling his players, look, I've got 3 DeKalb players around me. If you're going to clear it to where there's a bunch of DeKalb players and no Steel City players. And to the ref, he's like, what do you want me to do? They were all over me. I gotta put my foot on the ball. And the ref was probably like, no, you still fouled him.
It would be fun to mic him up and see what he really did say.
But, I mean, you saw it was right at the center circle.
Yeah.
3 DeKalb players, only 1 Steel City player. It's just hard to produce on offense when you have no help.
Yeah, how fun, though, was it when we hear players who are mic'd up on the field, hear what they're saying and thinking, looks like another send.
Steel City's last 2 home matches, as Beckman has a chance here, but DeKalb will clear it out of bounds.
That was a nice pass. They gained about 60 yards of real estate.
The last 2 matches will be at Providence Catholic High School in New Lenox on June 30th and July 13th. Steel City hosts Bavarian United June 30th at 2 p.m. and RWB Adria July 13th at 4 p.m. Providence Catholic High School on June 30th and July 13th for the 2 remaining home matches.
We got a free kick again right outside the box. This is a little too far away to probably boot it into the net unless you're Messi, but other than that, I'd say a far post high shot and, head it or boot it in, but it'll be redirected. I don't think anybody can make this shot from here. This is where movies are made, Bend It Like Beckham, or something that needs to be made about Messi.
Left-footed boot. Not much on it, headed forward, and Antar will take it.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more air under it.
As it's sent to the sideline. Able to keep it in is Red Zeppi. Red Zeppi on his right foot. Red Zeppi! And just a little bit too much on it, and very wise decision by Price to let that go out of bounds.
There again, it looks a little bit like my daughter's team, where they're in one direction forward. I think he didn't really have numbers, and there wasn't really a clean pass to bank in. I'm thinking at that point in time, just take it back and slow it up, get some numbers, and that's just what I would have done.
When Steel City travels, it travels with DRC Buick GMC in Joliet. DRC is a leader in supporting Joliet, serving the area for over 30 years with all of their car buying and servicing needs. Here's Lechuga. Lechuga near the box. Lechuga.
Great job holding it.
Shot. Marky Rory saves a rebound try. Both players going after it. It's probably going to be a foul on Steel City.
It is.
So Norton had a chance in the box and a player hurt for DeKalb County. We will take a quick break. You're watching Steel City against DeKalb County here on SBS. That was quick. We thought we were going to have an injury timeout, but he got back up quicker than we thought he would.
He didn't want to miss any of the game.
Another steal. Here comes Steel City.
Numbers again.
In the box. Lysick with a full head of steam. Lead pass. McGrath, he shoots. Marky Rory with a beautiful save. McGrath header. That was off the hand. No call. Lead pass. Lechuga after it. Finally cleared, but not enough. Steel City with it near the box. And Parter, I think that went off the elbow of Warmbier in the box.
It sure looked like he was punching at the ball. Sometimes people look like they're punching with the ball when they're trying to get it with their chest. So it could have been that, but it looked like he also reached, and I thought it hit his hand. So got to play that back slower to see the replay. But McGrath had a point-blank shot, kicked it right at the goalie, and the goalie kicked it up in the air and made just absolutely a tremendous save. If that ball was a couple feet or yards to the left or the right, that would have been in. McGrath with a golden opportunity to take a 2-0 lead. So all is good for the Steel with a 1-goal lead against the team that's one spot ahead of them in the standings. And again, it appears to be another turnover on DeKalb. We were talking about that earlier. DeKalb just had too many turnovers, and they tend to continue with that. They have to hold on the ball and get a good quality shot if they're going to tie this game up. And of course, if they give another goal up to McGrath.
For McGrath, they have dominated shots on goal tonight.
Well, and I think my chess clock would say Steel City has had the ball all night.
Yeah, it's been limited opportunities. Lechuga with a nice pass. He's forced to the outside a little bit. In the box, one-timer! Beautiful save! Chance for Lysick. And he might have been fouled, no call, but the problem is I think Lysick was starting to fall down before any contact.
That looked more floppy than a real foul. But what a save on that ball. Oh, man. There was a goalie and 2 defenders in the way, and that's why it didn't go in. But another great one to play back. That should go into the highlight film.
The no-look kick, that was a somewhat bicycle. And, man, DKC is playing with fire right now. When will they get burned? That's going to be a foul on DKC. Well, we talked about, will Nainoa Norton ignite this Steel City offense, and he certainly has. His mere presence, Steel City has half as many goals as they scored all year here at Dooley and Healthcare Field.
Well, Steel City is absolutely playing a tremendous game, but this has got to be scary for DeKalb. Charney Laszlo is right behind him, too.
So why do you think they're so good here at Dooley and Healthcare Field and they've just struggled so much on the road?
I think it's early in the season, and frankly, it's just a tough competition, and there's very little that separates teams. It can be a deflection, it can be something just minor that causes one team or other to win. Some of these games, I don't want to say are chance, but both teams, when they're both good, a lucky goal can make the difference. I think just Steel City hasn't been lucky. They're absolutely a quality team and belong here.
Marky Rory.
Yeah, that was deflected, but needs more pace on it. It was deflected, changed direction, slowed it down, and then an easy save. But it was well executed.
Right now, partner, we're in the 44th minute. Didn't have a lot of stoppages. The only stoppages we've had have been on corner kicks, and those aren't really stoppages.
Well, and they happen pretty quick, too.
Norton, lead pass over to Lysick, his chance. Hesitation move, and I think he was a little bit cute with that, partner. I would have liked to either have him pass or shoot right away.
Again, I thought it went behind the goal line, but obviously the line judge has a better view than we have.
If you're watching the broadcast, avoid the first base line. That is not the end line. And that's an advantage for Steel City. They practice on this field. Other teams don't. They see that first base line and they think end line. Nope, another 5 meters for the end line.
Yeah, I thought that ball went behind the goal line, though, not the first base line. But it obviously didn't. The line judge is right down there.
Now the ball in the bullpen.
Well, we have to bring in a relief pitcher. It is a 1-0 game.
Isn't that something back in the old days where pitchers sometimes had to win their own games? The old Whitey Ford, Billy Pierce games, 1-0 thrillers.
Well, just like every sport, how much have they all evolved? One thing I do like about soccer, it's a very traditional game, and the rules haven't changed much over the years.
In the box.
And I do like the video replay in soccer.
That shot blocked. Actually, it was blocked by his own teammate. Bad luck galore tonight for DeKalb County. Well, partner, how can Marky Aurori adjust to that mistake he made earlier in the first half?
You know, I think it's not going to be up to him. I think it's going to be, can DeKalb score or not? I mean, sure, he doesn't want to give up another goal, but let's just assume he pitches a shutout in the second half, right? He needs his DeKalb teammates to, move a defender up, move a midfielder up, and press and not give up one. A little bit of contact there. We get a free kick for Steel City. We're at the 45-minute mark here in about 5 seconds, so we'll see how much extra time that we get. Not much, like you said.
Sam Price working on the clean sheet. In 2022, he started in 16 of the 17 games. He's an academic All-MIAC. And he also had an assist against Hamline back on October 1st, 2022. About 40 meters from the net. If you're Steel City, do you stay aggressive or do you play a little monkey in the middle to waste time?
Well, I think at this point, play monkey in the middle, waste time at the end of the first half here. Take your 1-0 lead, and there it goes through the middle. I think I also stay a little bit conservative in the second half. I'm going to take this 1-0 win to the bank and get my 3 points. This isn't the time.
Didn't you say that DeKalb was going to win 1-0?
It's exactly the opposite now. It looks like Steel could win 1-0 if they go into a good, strong defensive shell. And that's why I'm saying DeKalb, they need to make a halftime adjustments, and they have to be aware that Steel might do that. And if they do, then they're going to have to push people up to counteract that. So DeKalb is going to have the ball in the offensive zone almost the entire second half to try to tie this game up. And Steel City can just sit back and play. Oh, here's a nice send. And Steel City can lay back and play a lot of defense.
And Sam Price just taking his time, little underhand pass as it's over to the goalie box. And if you're Steel City, you can just keep passing it around, waste time, wait for the ref to signal the end of the first half. DeKalb County's had its chances, partner, but they've looked the best on the corner kicks after that, and besides that, not so much.
Yeah, I completely agree. And you add to that the turnovers when it's not a corner kick, and that's why they haven't scored yet.
What has DeKalb County done so well in their set pieces off the corner kick as that does it for the first half?
Well, it's like you said earlier, they were kind of learning their lesson. The last couple of corner kicks, Price did not get his hands on the ball, so they were perhaps lower and maybe a little bit further from the goalie, and they weren't trying to loft it into the air for a header right in the middle where Price could intercept the play. So they've made an adjustment in the first half already. Now the question is going to be what adjustments can they make in the second half to get, that one goal back. But it's going to be hard. Steel City is a quality team, and with a 1-goal lead, man, I think I'd ice the game if I could. If I'm Steel City, get those 3 points, put DeKalb behind you in the standings, and move on.
So we're going to take a break, and then we'll look at our Stat Crew stats for the first half. It is 1-0 Steel City off the penalty kick from Brandon Camacho. We'll take a break. More Midwest Premier League action coming up next here on SBS.
They're my neighbors. Come on in, guys.
Bringing fans together. State Farm, official sponsor of Liga MX. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A deal for me? A deal for everyone!
17 East Van Buren Street, Joliet, Illinois.
All of us at Pentilla Crane Orthodontics know the importance and the impact that a smile can have on our patients, and we are committed to delivering that smile to them that's going to last for a lifetime.
So what sets PNC apart from every other practice is the focus on the patient.
I think it's the people that sets Pentilla Crane Orthodontics apart. We have beautiful facilities, we utilize the best technology, but at the end of the day, it's the relationships that we can build with our patients.
My experience has been great. My son had come here first, and we had such a good experience that I brought my daughter back.
One unique thing about orthodontic treatment is it's over a long period of time. The ability of our staff to be able to provide that positive experience, I think, really sets us apart. The reviews we get often talk about our staff members.
And then just to be there along your whole orthodontic journey, making every step along the way as comfortable as possible.
We're committed to delivering life-changing smiles to our patients and are excited to see the benefits that those smiles can provide them.
Hi, this is Jack Woods with Sports Broadcast Solutions. I'm here with Joey Rodino here at the match between Steel City FC and DeKalb County. Just a few questions for you, Mr. Rodino. First and foremost, what does your team need to do to... Hi, this is Jack Woods with Sports Broadcast Solutions. I'm here with Joey Rodino here at the match between Steel City FC and DeKalb County. Just a few questions for you, Mr. Rodino. First and foremost, what does your team need to do to play better in front of Mark?
Honestly, in the back, we're playing well. It's just on the counter they're getting us, so we need to drop back farther. We need to mark up, and then once we finally get it, we need to build out, exploit the width like we've been doing. I mean, they've been leaving a big gap out wide for us to sit in. I know Owen's been sitting there. He drops in, I come out, and it's been a struggle for him to defend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, I mean, the offensive attack started picking up and more in the middle of the match, started to feel each other out. I mean, what do you need to do to create more chances in front?
It starts from up top. Our nine's got to press. I mean, we're chasing the game, so it changes the way we go at it. So when we win it, we got to punish them. We got to finish. I mean, the chance has been there all first half, so we just got to get on the end of one.
And you mentioned a few reasons. Is there anything that the front six need to do to improve their attack and tie the game up?
I mean, services are a little far ahead. I mean, it's a good look, but we don't have guys running there in time, so we just gotta wait. Either it's our run goes first, or we gotta move the ball and hit it a little farther towards us, towards the top of the box. So
that was Joey Rodino. I'm Jack Woods, and we'll be back with more.
Thanks, Joey. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Hi, this is Jack Woods with Sports Broadcast Solutions here at halftime between Steel City FC and DeKalb County. I have here Noah Norton. I just have a few questions for you. So the offense was moving with a lot of proficiency during the first few minutes of the match. What do you need to do to maintain a more consistent attack?
I think we just have to keep calm and possess the ball and not force anything.
It seems that DeKalb is bottling your team's attack more in the middle on your side of the field. Is there anything you need to do to spread the defenders out?
Yeah, I think we just need to stay in each other's positions and give good balls to each other.
And what is the strategy for maintaining the lead going into the second half?
Pretty much the same, just move the ball quicker. We need more direct runs and we need to finish, honestly. We had two clear chances, open net, we just didn't finish.
Thanks, Noah. That was Jack Woods with the halftime report, and we will be back with more.
get a goal, and then stop turning the ball over in the offensive zone. And the defensive gaffe was the goalie's own. It wasn't like his defense let him down. He made his own mistake. So if it weren't for that mistake, we'd have a tie game still here.
And our intern's doing a good job. We got Maximin on logging and Logan on calling. 3 shots for Lysick. All 3 were on goal. 2 for McGrath. Both were on goal. Anytime you're 5 for 5, you're going to win a lot of soccer matches, Bob.
Well, I like we're on the Steel City's left side where Lysick usually hangs out, although Camacho's got the ball right now. And I like it when they attack from the left side more than when they attack from the right side, which is what they're doing right now. That was fortunate there wasn't a Steel City player on top of that defensive play. All right, here they don't have numbers. 1 on 3, it goes out of bounds. DeKalb still with the ball on that 1 on 3. They were fortunate. When you go 1 on 3 on a send like that, you got to bring the ball back. In this case, it got kicked out of bounds, and they still have it.
Abraham Antar on the throw-in.
Now, in this scenario, even though I'm not a fan of good offense makes good defense, they got to hold the ball and get a quality shot if they're going to tie the game up. I think they need to move a defender up into midfield and press a little bit when Steel City has the ball, so that Steel City can't get out of their zone so successfully, and they can get a few extra chances perhaps for DeKalb. See what they do. That was passed into traffic, received well.
Yeah, left-footed boot near the box, as Bujak will have it. And tap pass, and easily read by Price.
Yeah, to me, that's just nothing much more than a turnover. It was kicked far post, way too easy for Price to catch. More importantly, nobody from DeKalb was there to head it or kick it in any way. So that, to me, you just gave the ball away for no good reason, and they got to not do that anymore. You don't have to panic and kick it away toward the goalie.
Near the center circle, headed up straight in the air as Norton went after it, but DeKalb County maintains possession.
Yeah, that little tiny push in the back might have had something to do with that.
You know, partner, on this pitch, a lot of the goals we've seen in the last year that we broadcasted games here, usually they happen where Price is at. We've seen a lot of goals on this side versus the other side. Over near the box, and I think it's offside on DeKalb, and it'll be Steel City ball.
Must be because that's where the pitcher's mound is.
You know, pitchers make mistakes just like the catchers do. You hang a curveball and you're called offside in baseball, right?
Yeah.
Well, you want to score another goal if you're Steel City, but you also don't want to be overly aggressive, too.
Yeah, I mean, sure, they want to score another goal, but they got to be ultra conservative on defense. Just shut the game down 1-0. Just shut them down. Don't let any kind of opportunities come DeKalb's way. Because you don't need another goal, but if Steel City gives up a goal, that's 2 points off the scoreboard, and the chance to overtake DeKalb in the standings is gone. So I would put all my resources into stopping DeKalb at this point. There's times when you have a 1-1 game or something like that, or even a 1-0 lead where you stay offensive, but this is not that time.
1-0 lead if you're just joining us. A bad pass by Mark Iori. Lysick stole it. He was fouled in the box. Camacho, their big money guy on penalty kicks and free kicks, scored on Mark Iori, and that's where we stand right now.
Yeah, he kicked that penalty kick so hard, almost put a hole in the back of the net. Great penalty kick. He went to the right side. The goalie went to his right side, and that won't work. And again, the speed of the turf takes the ball behind the goal line, so it's going to be another goal kick. Now there's a turnover for Steel City, and to me, I just don't feel like Steel City has had as many turnovers as DeKalb has. So now DeKalb has to start in their own end. Steel City putting a little bit more pressure on it. I like this. I very much like this. I like this pressure Steel City is putting on. Make DeKalb work to get that ball upfield.
Yes.
Still got numbers on defense.
Ike Kemper, his lead pass over to Antar. And that might be a push, but the ball went out of bounds. And Antar, he showed a thumbs up to the official saying, hey, look out for that, just because the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it hasn't gone out of bounds yet. And the defender can't push me like that.
Yeah, they called a goal kick on that. From up here, my angle, I actually thought it was going to be a corner kick, but obviously.
Oh, I thought it was a foul on Lapinskos.
Oh, well, Yeah, clear, no foul was called at least. But yeah, I had the wrong team getting the ball. That's the thing. We're in a great spot to watch the game, but far away behind the stands below us. We're on the first concourse, right about in the middle. Great spot to watch a soccer game.
Yeah, for sure, man. We want to thank our Plank Trail Club members. Steel City would like to recognize its most generous supporters. Club members are ambassadors to the club and receive season tickets, swag, and other benefits. Some of the notable Plank Trail Club members, including the Griffin family, Santiago Garcia, the Weinfaka family, the Waite family, Kevin Cathalin, the Markiona family, Will Marconis, and the Burfine family. As here's a chance for Steel City. Shot and a save by Marky Ori.
I cannot believe he was wide open on that. You would have thought the defense would have marked him. He looked wide open. It was an easy lane to put it to, and it was a good shot. And what a great save.
Marky Ori, he's been the star attraction for the DeKalb County visiting fans tonight. Just not enough offense from his teammates.
Well, that's the thing. He's absolutely, even though he gave up that one play, he's been keeping DeKalb in this game. That save is terrific. What a great read. The net was wide open to his right, Steel City's left, and still Steel City hit it right to Marchiori. Push forward.
And that time it was a last touch by Antar, and Lapinskaz will kick it back to Price.
Yeah, almost the same, almost the exact same defensive play. The defense got in the way. Steel City can't make a play on it. DeKalb can't make a play on it, and it's goal to kick for Steel City. And that uses up time.
It sure does, and for Steel City, a team that has struggled offensively, not just this season, Bob, but last season as well. Wasting time and limited opportunities, kind of the name of the game for Steel City the last 2 years.
Well, I don't know. The last, 3 years, they were the third best team out of all these teams, so they have a lot of skill.
2021 they were, but last year they finished towards the bottom of the Heartland Conference because they just couldn't score goals. I mean, that 1-0 thriller against Chicago City on the road where Camacho scored the free kick, they got outshot. Sam Price was the reason they won that match, and they've been outshot, more than 50% of their matches last season, and they've been outshot all their matches this season, except for tonight.
Well, I was just going to say, they are outshooting them tonight. I mean, this is a really good effort by Steel City tonight. I just would hate to see it go to waste if they give up a goal. This guy's wide open.
Didn't get much on it. You got to get that ball in the air, partner. At this level, those flat-footed passes that stay on the turf, easy to steal.
Yeah, Rodino, he got the ball, and I thought, well, they still have the ball.
We've mentioned Lapinskaz a couple of times on defense. He's one of several exciting new players to join the club. He's an imposing enforcer, and it won't take long for the current Bolingbrook resident to become a fan favorite. And he moved to the United States from Lithuania in 2016. In his homeland, he was part of Lithuania's under-16 youth national team setup and was in residency for the National Football Academy, the country's highest level of play, in his hometown of Kaunas, Lithuania.
Yep, give a little ground, hold on to the ball. Nice job. Stolen.
This is the place to score.
Yeah, that's the press I'm talking about. You can't let Steel City get out of their zone easily. A little push from behind. That'll be a free kick for Steel City right there. So we're in the 55-minute mark here. So the game is slowly slipping away for DeKalb.
Yeah, it'd be a tough loss. They would move to 1-4. It's a Steel City team that has struggled. I mean, they lost in the last. They should have lost. They were down 1-0, and then McCone Stampley in the 80th minute with that goal in the box. But
yeah, I think they found their stride in that match. Charlie Jeslo is actually a good team, right? And then the second half, they were the only goal scorer, Steel City, and I think they found their stride in that game. So, and I think they're taking that into this game.
Remember, we were here against DeKalb County United last season. DeKalb County led 1-0 in the first half, but then Brandon Camacho, Jason Iniguez, and Adrian Lechuga all scored 3 second-half goals. Lead pass, and might have been offside anyways. It goes out of bounds, and a goal kick coming up.
Yeah, just too fast on this turf. You have to lead your striker, I guess, but too far it will roll into behind the goalie. Now in the grass, sometimes you can put the right backspin on it, and then your player can pick up from there. But here, backspin's not going to matter. It's still going to bounce behind the goal box.
Out near the center line. And tapped over as Antar sends it up near the pitcher's mound. Recovered by Antar.
Center.
His lead pass. That shot just over the head of Price.
I have to look for the number to see on DeKalb who missed that, but that's like a golden opportunity. You're wide open, you against the goalie, and you kick a field goal. You got to keep that ball down. So probably was a little impatient, needed to let the ball drop a little bit more before he pulled the trigger.
That's Ronan Wilcox with that shot over the head.
That's one he'd like back. That's the one the whole team would like back. A perfect centering pass that went to waste, and he was onside. Meanwhile, Steel City with the ball. More time gone by. Good news.
Munoz with it. Sent over to 13 and Ali Salah.
Yeah, there's a game within the game, and that's what Steel City needs to do now. They need to hold on to the ball a little bit longer on every possession. Make sure they get a good quality shot, and if they don't, bring it back. Take some time, just like this. Don't give anything away easy.
Lysick with it. And Lysick maybe a little bit too cute with it, easily stolen by DeKalb. DKC falling to the turf, foul committed by Steel City.
Yeah, it might have been a foul earlier, but they said play on, right? And then this foul happened, a yellow card foul. I was a little surprised to see the yellow come out, but whatever. It's a free kick from right there. Now he's got a good direct shot possibility. Obviously a deflection on the right side. Maybe some kind of a strange deflection right through the wall, but this is a good direct kick spot.
Ronan Wilcox, who just missed, he has the all-time Hershey boys soccer assist record of 30. Meanwhile, free kick coming up for DeKalb. Steel City is all-time undefeated against DeKalb County in 3 previous meetings. Of course, undefeated includes draws as well. Not a good kick. Both teams have struggled with that, partner. I mean, one of the reasons that Steel City leads 1-0, it was a bad kick by Mark Iori. He couldn't get any topspin or hang time on the ball. It was easily stolen by Lysick, and it led to the PK.
Well, I just think he made a mistake kicking it up the middle. He wasn't looking to kick it up into the air and to midfield. He was looking to pass it to his player, and Steel City just read the play just beautifully and stole it and had a point-blank shot.
In the game of soccer, I can't count on one hand how many times a goal has been scored off a pass that stayed on the turf. Meanwhile, DeKalb County's chance. That shot pass off the crossbar. Ball still loose. What a break for Price, and he finally corrals it.
Boy, you got to put that on replay, because I'm not convinced the ball didn't hit the top crossbar, bounce in the goal, and because the spin came back. Sometimes that happens. Now, the line judge on the side isn't indicating anything close to that. But that could have actually been in the goal. If there was like one of those chips inside and the GPS tracker on that soccer ball, that might have been a goal.
So it was a lead pass. Nope, it just went straight off the crossbar and out.
And down. What an opportunity. Again, you got to keep that ball lower. Wow.
Well, partner, for some reason, Steel City plays a lot better here than on the road. Small sample size, of course, but they've been better here than on the road.
Well, that was just flat out lead. Look, that didn't go in.
Partner Ozinga. Ozinga is a fourth-generation.
The breaks seem to go their way here. That's a foul, and finally called. Doesn't get much more blatant than that.
Yeah, this game should be 1-1.
By providing concrete, aggregates, and cement.
I'm just trying to help you make your prediction more accurate, right? So if it's 1-1.
All right, you see it one more time in the box. Nice hesitation move, just straight up.
Oh man, you got to stop it right when the ball is landing on the ground behind the goal line. I'm not convinced.
I mean, if you watch it
in slow motion, because that's kind of the natural spin on the ball when it hits the crossbar like that. It will bounce on the ground and then come out. But if it lands, it can land behind the goal and still spin out. Anyway, what a great opportunity that was squandered. But you did it once. You got to be able to do it again. There you go. A little too fast, maybe.
And got a corner kick. Corner kick awarded for DeKalb County.
DeKalb County, the front six, just like Mark Fiore said.
Corner kick for DeKalb.
Did they really not? Oh, wow. Here we go. Center it.
Out in front. Oh, he had him. He was onside too. Just couldn't finish the play. Every break going Steel City's way in the second half. How much longer can they hold on?
Well, I like that pass attempt on that far post. If you just blast it right at the goalie, at the angle he's at, it's not going to go in. Steel City limping a little bit by that goal post. Can't tell his number.
Well, Lapinskas has usually been their last man back. Meanwhile, Lechuga back into the match. It's a hot night, Carter. I mean, Jack Woods has been downstairs with us today. He's interviewed Norton and Joey Rodina. They look exhausted after 45 minutes of play.
I love those in-game reports like that.
Well, if you're just joining us, Brandon Camacho with the PK. That's where we stand right now. This is exactly the game plan that Steel City has done all of this season. They don't score a lot, Bob, and they play excellent defense.
Yeah, right. I was just going to say, double down on defense, and you got this game. Or hold it for a long time on offense.
You got to have some opportunities, though. You got to relinquish the pressure on your center back and middle back.
Yeah, that's that. I'm going to call it a lame turnover. I just am not a fan of that shot from there. Hold on the ball. Take, if you have to, go backwards, all the way back to the goalie. Maintain possession. Don't give it away. But this is going to use up a lot of clock, even if DeKalb has the ball. We're at 63rd minute.
If DKC is going to at least get 1 point tonight, they need Marchiori to be perfect the remaining 30 minutes. And there'll be a substitution. Rodina back into the match. Heidkemper to take the ball off the throw-in. This is throw-in near the touchline. We touched it last. Steel City said it was DeKalb, and DeKalb said it was Steel City, and the ref says, we agree with DeKalb. Makes it so tough to be a ref, right? 50% of the fans will love you, 50% of the fans won't like you.
This is a hard sport to ref. It's those collisions. Who do you call it on?
You're looking for, especially when there's slide tackles. Lead pass, right on target to Salah. Salah, the shot, he scores! Goal! Ali Salah might have put this one on ice, Bob.
That was an amazing ball. Yeah, he may have. What a great lead pass. Odd man rush. DeKalb probably pushing a little too much, trying to get the game tying goal, and they had the counter offensive, and it was perfectly done. Led, sent on the far side, goes into the middle, and kicked it finally past the goalie. 2-0 lead, like you said, it might be on ice. It's going to be real hard for DeKalb to get 2 goals. And again, if I'm Steel City, I would continue to stay in the defensive shell and just make no chance for DeKalb to get another quality shot on goal. And if an accident happens, okay, there's still 2-1, which you need so that your prediction will be correct.
Well, partner, when you don't score goals, there's only one final score that goes in your favor. Nothing. DeKalb knew they were going to have to score at least 1 goal tonight. They preferably wanted 2 or more. They want to get 1 point tonight or better, they got to score at least 2 goals.
Yeah, and it probably Steel City's going to continue to win this game and leapfrog them in the standings in a big win, leaving 2 teams to get relegated down below. But still, early enough in the season. This is the 5th game.
Jack Woods is here with us at half court, at midfield. Jack, what do you have for us?
So that goal, obviously, from Steel City, huge at this stage in the game. But it looks like the injury for DeKalb, it looked to be pretty serious. He's taking his time. He was grabbing his knee. Unsure as of right now, but 2-0 Steel City. Kyle, what do you think?
Nice goal by Ali Salah. As Jack, thank you so much. He'll be back with us in the next 10 minutes or so. Nice pass to Salah, Bob, but he did the rest. As the defenders were around him, he split through them and then finished with a ball pass Marchiori. And to score on Marchiori, you really have to try your hardest because he is tough to beat.
Well, what I really like about him is his speed. And he's been hustling just this whole game. Whenever he gets the ball, he outruns everybody. He causes some damage on the other side. You got to stop him maybe with 2 people, and somebody's going to be open as a result sometimes. So he's had a great game today, and it's nice to see him get rewarded for that.
Brought to you by Pursuit Wealth Group.
DeKalb trailing by 2, just like they did last season, right here at Julian Healthcare Field. No look pass near the touchline, and Steele looking to clear. Lysick, Lechuga around him.
I like that there was lots of defenders. It's going to be real hard for the DeKalb to score with defenders coming back. There were 5 people in defense on that play.
Remember, one of the tiebreakers for the postseason is goal differential and goals given up. So if you're a DeKalb fan that's like, okay, let's just cheat up one of our right or left backs and let's just try to score a goal. Well, if you give up another goal, that's 3 goals against and one of the postseason tiebreakers.
Yeah, I would. Here's corner kick.
Still up in the air, Rodino after it.
Yeah, I would never play for goal differential. You play for the wins.
Right. But, you know, some coaches, they understand that goal differential and goals against is one of the tiebreakers. And how tough was that loss to RWB Adria for Steel City earlier in the season? That lead pass, redirection chance, and last touch by Price.
Well, we might think the game is over, but DeKalb doesn't.
Well, they had the goal. It went off the crossbar.
They could have. What a game changer that would have been. Tied the game up late.
It gave Steel City an allowance to breathe a sigh of relief. That pass to no one, but Rodina trying to get it.
Yeah, I think that pass got deflected too high. Oh, good.
That shot blocked. Uh-oh, injury on the pitch. And that's Ronan Wilcox, their captain, who's slow to get up. His night might be done.
Well, you worry about injuries, especially knee injuries on the turf. It's not as forgiving as like grass would be. It looks like.
Is it hard for your body to adjust where it's been 80 degrees or colder for much of the summer, and then the last couple of days it's been 99, 95, and 96?
Well, I'll say it this way. When I was that age, I liked the hotter weather. I wanted to play in the most heat, right? And the reason for that is I felt like I was always in better shape than the opponents, and so the hotter the weather, the more they folded. So I like the hot weather.
But for your own body, did you cramp up easier in 99, 96,
Well, of course
95?
you do, but you know better and you drink water. I mean, at this level, you just know. You know, there was a football player, I forget, a Dallas Cowboy running back, I remember that part. He would drink like 24 of those, water bottles the night before a game. You got to stay hydrated, not during the game, but, well, then too, but you got to stay hydrated before the game even starts in weather like this. You just got to drink gallons.
The recent running back? Or
No,
or
this is a long...
Emmitt Smith?
I don't remember.
Tony Dorsett?
Yeah, I don't remember which one said it. It's just a quote from a Dallas running back. But he was a good one and drank lots of water the night before. I'd have to go look up that quote.
They've had a lot of good ones.
They have. They got to work on quarterback now.
Rodina. He's okay. He's better than the last 55 quarterbacks the Bears have had.
Yeah, sure. He's better than Fields.
And the other 54 Bears quarterbacks. Over to the sideline.
Well, except, of course, for McMahon.
No. Prescott's better than McMahon. Stampley after it. He's had a quiet night, partner. Why is that?
Defense.
Yeah. He's been at midfield a lot, helping out his midfielders.
Yeah, it goes back to that. The speed of the game is a lot faster than people realize. You really notice it when we had the camera on the field. That was a great, 18 minutes worth of video from on the field. And we got a cramp here. You were speaking. Maybe not. Maybe he got spiked.
Salah, who made it 2-0, is back to the bench as he's talking to head coach Nigel Dillard. We want to thank all the Iron Circle Club members, including the Lichtenwalter family, Ryan Cliver, the Powell family, the Nako Nesny family, the Lapinskos family. Most observers have called Steel City's season thus far a relegation scrap. In a fan survey of predicted order of finish, Steel City and DeKalb County United were picked to battle to avoid the First Division's sole relegation spot. Steel City sits one place above the relegation zone coming into tonight.
Well, and interesting that Charney Jeslo is not one of those teams picked to move down. They are an excellent team. I think they were first place last year.
Yeah, they had Obaka last year. Agbaku.
Oh, boy, do I remember him.
Yeah, the goal and assist in that 4-1 victory over Steel City.
Yeah, I'll say it this way. What a load he was.
Van Steel City would like to invite everyone to the field.
Yeah, he was tough to match up with. I remember that. But they were first last year, and this year they're, sixth place.
When Steel City is hungry, it calls Nico's Catering. Nico's is a wide-ranging menu and is the exclusive food provider to Steel City FC. What a kick by Sam Price. That was quite a boot.
Price just showed people how it's done. Now the ball's at the other end, so not a whole lot of time got wasted yet, but it's going to take a while for DeKalb to bring the ball up to get another quality shot, and they're down by 2, so they need 2 quality shots to actually go in. See if they get impatient. and start sending the ball.
Steel City would like to invite everyone to the field at the conclusion of the match for a picture and autograph session with Steel City. Autograph cards will be handed out at the conclusion of the match. Chance for DeKalb County shot, but right in the breadbasket of Sam Price.
Good save. I like, though, at the beginning of the game where they have the high school teams high-fiving the players that run out. And then, like you said, hit the halftime, they get to be on the field kicking goals, and then after the game come down for autographs. It's a great way to get fans engaged. They do great work here for the local community. Get wider.
Near the box. Lead pass. Chance. And offside.
Oh, that was a shame.
Well, Steel City was not running to the forward. They were pointing their hands up in the air saying, "Ref, he's offside, ref, he's offside."
And it was communicated well because the defense obviously pushed up at the same time to cause that offside. If the defense drops back, it's not offside, so it's very well communicated and organized on defense for Steel City.
Well, clearly offside.
Well, and it's because the defense pushed up all at the right time. This is really well-played defense. And look what they got out of the goal kick.
So as a forward, you should move with the defense.
Right.
As they push forward, you have to either backtrack or run back with the defense. Partner, do you want to simplify soccer at all, change the rules, have that artificial blue line like we have in hockey?
Well, there's two answers to that. I actually like the tradition of this game, so I would not make any changes. I would leave it. I do like the instant replay, but the other me wants them to remove the offside play entirely, so that you play the whole field. There is no offsides in the forward half of the field, and it would open scoring. There would be more cherry picking at the other end. There would be more 3-on-3, 4-on-4 type of situations. I'd like to see that too. So I don't want to break the tradition, but I would like to see offsides eliminated, and you can't do both.
No, you certainly can't, right?
Yeah, so if I had to vote, which one do I really vote for? Here, I gave you I want both sides of that issue.
Well, it's just been a quiet night offensively for DeKalb County United. Patrick Bujak, he's been quiet, as has the entire offense for DKC. And Bujak scored in his first ever game with DKC.
Well, I think DeKalb has to look back and say we had too many turnovers earlier, and when they had that chance, when they hit the goalpost, you just got to cash in on it. And the game would be very different 1-1 at this point. And if it remained at 1-1, DeKalb would still be 2 points ahead of Steel City. This is a very, very big 3 points they're about to give up.
Oh,
but they're not going to give up.
I'm still exploiting this other one.
Excellent.
Over near the center circle.
This is where you'd like to see him take a little time, be patient, go backwards a few times, make sure players are open before you pass it. Oops, unlike that.
That was stolen away by Taylor Sowell.
Yeah, that's what used to happen to me. It would bounce off my foot just a little bit too far, and then somebody would come in and swiftly take the ball. It's hard to stop the ball on a pass at your feet. And these guys do that so well.
Support businesses that support Steel City as the hand goes up for the potential foul.
Well, this looks like he grabbed the yellow card. He sure did.
Foul committed, yellow card, in fact, for
Yeah,
DeKalb.
I kind of like the nonchalantness of the referee. I mean, some referees will say it's a real serious yellow card. Let me talk to you for 20 minutes, and let me give you the yellow card here. Here we just kind of walked by, did the yellow card, no big deal, but it's still a yellow, and we're done with this. Different style of refereeing, all good. It's been really a unaggressive game.
In the box, left-footed boot. Marchiori with a nice save.
That was a nice save. It looked like a great kick into that far corner, and Marchiori just had a beat on the ball. Good read on the kick. You see why he's a good goalie. Just that one mistake. Of course, that was a long time back, right? So Steele has another goal besides that one, and DeKalb hit the crossbar on a play that was like point blank. Hopefully we put that one on the highlight reel.
Building Supply, Chicagoland's premier exterior building material supplier. carries the most respected brands in residential.
Near the box, just couldn't get it in the air. I mean, that's been the trouble for DeKalb County.
Yeah, they tend to go one way when they have the ball up in the forward third.
They either are having trouble getting the ball in the air, or they make it simple for Sam Price to catch it.
Yeah, and they don't have the numbers. Like there was a case, it might have been like a 3-on-4. They just didn't have the numbers, even though he was almost on the end line. Stop, and you pass something back, and you have somebody come forward with a kick. I think if they watch this game on video, and you know, they can improve. It's not like they need better players, but I think they could go to different places and not cause so many turnovers. It's going to be challenged here.
At the sideline, and Ronan Wilcox, who was slow to get up earlier in the second half, is staying in there.
I don't like that one-timer. It just wasn't aimed right. Then as a result, turnover. And stolen back. Look out.
And falling to the pitch is Wilcox, Morales as well.
Back across the goal mouth. Another play you don't really want to do, but Steel City got away with it here. It's one of those plays they don't teach you to do in early soccer teams.
Right there.
Great pickup.
Salah falls to the pitch.
Oh, that'll teach you to make that great pickup. Looks to me like it was accidental, but nonetheless it hurts just the same.
The Minister of Defense, Nigel Dillard, was named head coach for the 24 season after serving as player-assistant coach during the club's initial season. Dillard, an Olivet Nazarene University alum and current coach there, vaulted the school to its first national tournament berth in 2009 by scoring the winning goal in the conference tournament. 2-0 lead as Jack Woods will join our broadcast once again. Jack, 2-0 lead, but a couple of players have cramped up, including the guy who scored the second goal in Ali Salah.
Well, it definitely is a hot night, even with this breeze, Kyle. But one thing I wanted to mention was that Joey Rodino of DeKalb said that there was a gaping hole on the backside of Steel City's defense at that halftime report, and they've been trying to find that connection as they've been moving the ball to the outside and try to force it back in and force a shot in front of the net, but hasn't really worked out. And to Bob's point, DeKalb has been trying to press the attack and actually get a goal, while Steel City has been controlling the ball more with a little bit more quality, and that's why they've been able to shut them down so easily here in the second half.
Thanks so much, and we'll see you at the 90th minute for our final in-game report of the night. It is a 2-0 lead for Steel City. They scored on a PK and also a goal by Ali Salah. As they got a wide open man in front, Stampley couldn't find him. Shot, and well, Stampley's been good this season, partner, but pass it to your open man, Camacho. There was nobody around him right in front of the net.
Yeah, he could have passed to the left side, but what a great save again. I mean, he had room on just about the whole entire net and kicked it right at the goal. What a great save. We have a chore in front of us. How many people do you think are here? I mean, what a great stadium. This is a well-attended game tonight.
It's a big rivalry. DeKalb, of course, not that far from Joliet.
I mean, what do you think?
88 to 355.
800 people, 200 people, 1,000 people. There's a lot. What we really need is the main camera to kind of pan the crowd, and we can see. There's a lot of people.
John Wright State Farm Agency.
Have to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nico's Catering.
Substitution now in for DeKalb.
I'm going to say the attendance is high because of the way that they involve the high schools every game. So the parents are here, the soccer players are here.
Salah looking for his second goal of the match. Salah, hesitation move, he shoots, blocked. And they forced him to either shoot right at them for a block shot or forcing him to the outside. Made it tougher for Salah that time.
Yeah, I think they learned their lesson. They know that he's got a strong move to the right and probably wanted to shoot from the right, and that's exactly what he did, and the defender did not bite on the left fake. So, well defended. That's what happens when you have a player scouted. The unfortunate thing is the scouting report came from a goal early against them.
Ali Salah, who played his college soccer at Olivet Nazarene.
Yeah, I'm not good at estimating crowds, but maybe, 500 people?
and he's actually from Bronx, New York. His high school was Bronx Aerospace, and he is a transfer from Lemon College. And he's anything but a Lemon soccer player.
It's Lemon College? Another free kick.
Probably pronounced Lehman. It's Lehman.
Lehman. Yeah, this is a good spot to have a free kick. Right up the middle is a little bit tougher, but at a good distance from the goal. Nope, they're going to go back with it instead of go for the...
Yeah, it's a tough way to score from that far away.
Well,
I mean, I guess you could get a nice shot up in the air,
Yeah.
hope for good hang time, and maybe get a header pass.
They're going to say handball? No call. Tried to get the corner. I think he got the corner. Nope, goal kick.
And we appreciate everybody watching tonight. KT, Stranix, Jimmy, Zach. Zach talked a little trash about Evaldo versus John. John Hall is the coach, head coach of DeKalb County.
Trash talking on chat, you're saying? Nah, people wouldn't do that.
And Stranix, his favorite soccer memory is when USL teams were knocking out MLS teams during this past Lamar Hunt Open Cup. Trying to get over to Lechuga. Man, Ali Salah, where has he been all season? He came up in a big way tonight. Can he continue that going on in the season, later on in the season?
That name Strayanex reminds me of a license plate, right? How to pronounce it? It's probably Strayanex. But I don't know. If he's Strayan, that's why he's next.
This would be Steel City's first win of the season. They drew last week. Such a big draw. And no one home to get that crosser. But meanwhile, it's going to maintain possession for Steel City. At the near touch line, back over to Morales.
That's what I want to see. Okay, they took the ball back a little bit, continue to control the ball. It's at the 83rd minute. There's no reason to try to score another goal, but they have to respect that you can score another goal. So you keep the ball on this side of the defense. They're a nice shot to an open player in the box.
Hesitation move, looking for the shot, blocked, loose ball, and DeKalb steals. Well, partner, it seemed like the play of the game was the goal that didn't happen for DeKalb right off the crossbar and back out, and just DeKalb ran out of answers after that.
Well, that was absolutely a turning point. That ball goes in, it's 1-1.
And not just would it be 1-1, but would that give DeKalb County extra momentum and an extra added confidence to put another goal in to make it 2-1?
Well, and then similarly, if it's tied 1-1, DeKalb could have iced the game and kept ahead of the standings by 2 points, and that's what they're up against here. They're going to go behind Steel City because of the way that Steel City has played today.
That crosser and try to keep it in. Great job keeping it in.
Yep, no corner kick.
And you're up by 2 goals, Bob, so if you're Steel City, if you get into trouble, you can play the game of kicking it out of bounds to waste time. That's what
Just
they
like
did
that.
there, yeah. When it's 1-0, you don't see teams kick it out of bounds as much.
Well, clock runs on that. We're up to 85.
Just
minutes.
DeKalb County looks dead tired, and Ali Salah, he just looks like he has nothing left. Here comes the trainer.
And that's why he kicked the ball out of bounds. Probably a cramp.
I mean, you're up 2-0. Ali's played great. He looks tired. I would just go with the sub, and Ali's night is done.
Right, but he's had a wonderful night. You might be talking about the 3 stars at one point. He's absolutely in that mix.
Well, it's interesting you bring that up, Bob. Who would your 3 stars be?
Well, I would go there. Camacho can't help with that. Or can't, and then I'd still think about Price.
Well, he's got the clean sheet. He's made some good plays.
Well, he's stopped so many of those crossing passes by catching them, and when you have a shutout and you're the goalie, I think you deserve to be one of the 3. So those would be my 3. And I would not give one to DeKalb.
Left-footed boot by Rodino. And even if that pass had gotten through, he might have been offside anyways. The intended target.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So we got a free kick from here. So it's a golden opportunity with, 5 minutes to go. And from right outside the box, set up a good solid wall, kick it hard. I'd go direct. Forget about the deflection. Just kick it as hard as you can and hope. Now they got to give him 10 yards, so the referee needs to get out his little spray can and push him back.
If DeKalb scores here, they're going to run into the goal, get that ball, and throw it back to midfield.
Yeah, that's what they would have to do. Oh, ref, you want me further away from the ball than this?
So hard to score. David Beckham and Wayne Rooney made it look so easy. It is not easy with that wall right in front of you.
Yeah, and the wall keeps moving up. That is not 10 yards.
That's what DeKalb is arguing.
Should be 5 body lengths. Get out that spray can.
Now, will the ref give DeKalb County an extra 30 seconds of additional time because Steel City's having trouble getting 10 yards back of the ball?
I sure would. But this is absolutely eating up the clock, and that's what Steel City wants. They know darn well what 10 yards looks like.
Good job of avoiding the handball because that was right in the box where he got hit.
Yeah, you got to keep your hands off that ball, that's for sure.
You know,
you got a good point. You know, if you back up that wall inside the box, and then he kicks it and hits a hand, that's a penalty kick.
And it's not unheard of to score on a PK in the 86th minute and score 4 minutes later to tie it up at 2-2. It has been done before, especially at the Midwest Premier League level.
But it's not going to happen tonight.
Broadcasters jinx.
Yeah, no, you need a goal for DeKalb, 1 goal for DeKalb, so you get your predictions right on. But, you know, kudos to you for getting the 2-goal for Steel.
Steel City hosts Bavaria United.
They just play better at this pitch. Now, can they readjust and play better on the road going forward?
Well, the season, I mean, I want to say it's early. It's not really. It's like halfway through. But they're going to be 4th place out of 6 teams in a very tough first division. So I think Steel City is going to take this.
I mean, they would have had a draw against Chicago House, but they were offside. It was going to be a 3-3 tie.
It goes to show that they can play with the top teams. I think Charney Jaslow is a lot better than last place, too.
You know, soccer is one of those games. It's a team game, but sometimes when you're out without your best player in a Baku, it's definitely changed Charney Jaslow in terms of their offensive efficiency as that shot's blocked. Lechuga after it. And DeKalb County has probably ran out of time. Steel City would like to invite everyone to the field at the conclusion of the match for a picture and autograph session with Steel City. Autograph cards will be handed out at the conclusion of the match. My 3 stars, 3rd star would probably be Sam Price. 2nd one, Camacho, and what a goal by Ali Salah for the number 1 star of the match.
Good choices.
I want to give it to Mark Iori, but that was just such a bad mistake early on in the first half. But other than that, he's made some brilliant saves. This could be a 3 or 4-0 match.
Yeah, and he is an excellent goalie, and he was certainly tested tonight.
Well, this is the most goals. They're tied for it this season. They scored 2 against Chicago House right here at Dulian Healthcare Field. Had that 1-1 draw against Charney Jaslow. Good job not fouling by Antar and Rodino that shot. And it's a good field goal, but way too high.
Yeah, to me that was a turnover, but not entirely bad. Uses up the clock. Now it's a free kick coming at you, goalie kick coming at you. A lot of time is going to go by before DeKalb is going to be able to get any kind of shot on goal, let alone 2. But you're right. It's fun when the teams score late like this, and then they run into the net, get the ball, and come out to midfield to start the next play.
We appreciate all the interns that work tonight. It's not easy, especially when you haven't worked in broadcasting before. And some of these interns that joined us this summer have limited broadcasting experience coming in. They've done a wonderful job for us.
Well, we can assure them they're going to get more experience after this.
Broadcasting is one of those industries like many others. You need personnel for it to run efficiently, and we have plenty of personnel tonight.
You mean it's not just an iPhone?
No, it's not just an iPhone on a tripod. There's a lot more to it. Nice win for Steel City. If they had played better early on in the season, they wouldn't have to push as much in the second half, but big win tonight. They will surpass DeKalb County United in the standings.
That's huge. They're coming up to 4th place. Now they got to put their eyes on the 3rd place team. Well, let's not count Steel City out. I mean, they had a slow start to the season, but, you know, like you said, the offense just wasn't clicking yet. They're getting used to this level, playing nothing but top teams. I think they're doing just fine.
DeKalb County will go on the road. They'll play Chicago House at DePaul College Prep. Chicago House is in 1st place in the conference, but remember, that should have been a 3-3 draw if Steel City had not been offside. And And then they'll be back home on June 30th. That'll be at Providence Catholic High School. Couple of nice moves, still with it. Kicked out.
That was a couple of nice moves.
That was Jason Iniguez
Just
from
needed
Crest
one.
Hill.
Just needed one more nice move to get a good shot there.
No matter where you are in your financial journey, let Pursuit Wealth Group show you the way. Good news for DeKalb County. They will play the same Steel City team at their home at the Northern Illinois University Track and Field and Soccer Complex. That'll be a 4:30 start. And over to the near touchline. That might have hit his elbow, but no call. Coming off the bench in the second half, and with it right now is J-Rel Garcia. No, J-Rel Garcia.
I'd like to wish him a happy birthday for the all-time leading goal scorer in Steel City history. So you can get a picture with the birthday boy, Jake Lysick.
Happy birthday, Jake Lysick. And that will do it for the second half. We call it at 92-56. DeKalb County played a nice game, partner, but that mistake by Marchiori, and then the goal by Silla, the shot by DeKalb County that went off the crossbar, they just couldn't overcome it.
It was a well-played game by both teams. In Steel City, I'll just say it, they're getting better. I mean, we saw them last week, and they played whatever they played like. Right today, they played absolutely great. I get that the opponent sometimes makes a big difference in how well you feel like you played. But Steel City was all over it tonight. They're going to be fine the rest of the year. They just started out slow. They're going to have to try to get wins as opposed to draws and move up in the standings. But at least they're not going to get relegated, and they probably can't win first place at this point. But they played well. They held the ball on offense. They had quality shots. Defense didn't really break down except for perhaps that crossbar shot. And it's all good. Steel City should be very proud of the way they played today.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people here tonight. I mean, I still, 500 maybe?
They go
I don't know.
downtown Chicago next game.
Really good crowd.
Yeah, 2-0 win for Steel City. Final thoughts before we do our 3 stars of the match.
I don't think we got the right 3 stars, but it's hard when you win 2-0 like that. It's a team game. Sure, 3 stars get the credit, and yeah, sure, we picked them, but there's a lot of talent on the Steel City side, and a lot of players played their part, and that's why they won.
So for our excellent crew, the 3 stars tonight, for the last time, it'll be number 3, Sam Price, number 2, Brandon Camacho, and our number 1 star, the guy who scored to make it 2-0 and to put this game on ice, Ali Salah. For our excellent crew, for Bob Vilsue, for Logan Leach, for Maximin Clement, and all of our other great interns, Dane Massey, I'm Kyle Smith. Postgame show brought to you by Richards Building Supply, coming up next.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330, network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Postgame Show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
A deal for me?
A deal for everyone!
17 East Van Buren Street, Joliet, Illinois.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Good, looking sharp in both crews. This is really an excellent race. St. Ignatius at that 34-35. You can hear the fans here. Loyola looking excellent as well. Here comes the Loyola Ramblers. Good, and we've got some open water there. Some open water between St. Ignatius and Loyola. We've got, maybe about a boat length open water here.
My experience has been great. My son had come here first, and we had such a good experience that I brought my daughter back.
What I love about coming here is that as soon as I check in, it's like 5 seconds in and they're like already calling me to the back. I do like the girls in the back. They're very nice and they're fun to talk to.
When I first walk in, the welcome staff says hello to me and I go up there to do the check-in and then I can sit down if I want. There's charging ports or I can go to the game room and play games in there.
I like how you can brush your teeth when you forget and then after that you can play games.
When I get called, I go back and they do my braces. I can pick different colors and you get Patilla points, which you can exchange for real life rewards. I got a gift card for Amazon and I'm saving up for another one. So that way I can go and buy some stuff for Disney World. And then I go and get hot chocolate, which they've got in the lobby, and then I'm done. I'm going to be starting my second phase of braces soon and my teeth will be straight and it's going to help me with my confidence.
I am looking forward to straighter, better teeth that I can enjoy and show off to people when I smile.
Welcome to the Postgame Show, brought to you by Richards Building Supply. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the SBS Man of the Match, Ali Salah.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Postgame Show, brought to you by Richards Building Supply. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the SBS Man of the Match, Ali Salah.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Postgame Show, brought to you by Richards Building Supply. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the SBS Man of the Match, Ali Salah.
Thank you.
Scored to make it 2-0 and a 2-0 win tonight for Steel City FC. You knew what was on the line tonight. DeKalb County United was just above you in the Midwest Premier League Heartland Conference. You win 2-0. It was 1-0, and then you scored to put this game on ice.
Yeah, I mean, I thank my teammates. I thank God for everything, and thank my friends for coming out here. I just want to make them happy, make the team happy, and we know that we need these 3 points because we can't be down there all the time. So we just want to keep it going. So that's why we came into the field, give it all out. So I'm so excited for the next step, and we are hoping every game to keep going forward now.
What have you worked on in practice? A nice lead pass to you. You were able to split through the D. You look confident and sure of yourself to split through the 2 defenders and get it past the keeper for the second goal.
I mean, in practice, we always work on it. And my last game, I had a lot of chances, like beating all the defenders. But the most important thing is my finishing. And I feel like this week I was working on it a lot. And the coaches always told me that I have to try shooting. So that's why I got the chance. I know I'm fast, get the space, I just go in, have the ball. You have to be confident, I just finish it.
What makes Brandon Camacho so automatic on those penalty kicks?
I think he know what he's doing. He always have the confidence, and he know where he's placing the ball. He have the confidence, so we trust him. And then he did what he's supposed to do.
You guys played an excellent match tonight. At the same time, you got that break off the crossbar but didn't go in the net. What were you thinking? A huge sigh of relief when it didn't go past the end line?
I was hoping that it goes in because I've been practicing it this whole week, like hitting the ball because I know that is my weakness. And then I was working on it all the time. I wish it goes in, but it's what happened, yeah.
You wished it went in, like it went off the crossbar, and DeKalb County United almost scored to make it 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, this is a great teamwork, and we have good players, quality players. We just need to keep working together. I mean, we will do great things, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll do great things.
Your first win of the season, do you finally breathe that sigh of relief? Okay, it's finally done.
Yeah.
Now we can work on other things and try to improve in the standings of the Heartland Conference.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy seeing the fans out here, and then they are supporting all the time. And then we also want to make the fans happy, like going home, they need to be happy and celebrate it. So today, I'm so happy, especially scoring the leading goal. It's amazing.
Your teammate Sam Price had the clean sheet tonight. What did he do so well between the pipes?
He's amazing. Sam, he's the big man out there, and then he knows also what he's doing, and I'm so proud of him. He saved us a lot. So, I mean, he did a lot.
Final thoughts about the win tonight as you get ready for that rematch against Chicago House Athletic Club?
I mean, I'm so excited, and then I'm looking forward to Chicago, and then we know the mistakes we did against them, and now we need to clarify that mistake.
For our post-game show, so for excellent crew, for Camila Rodriguez, Dane Massey, and everybody else, Bob Vilsaway included, I'm Kyle Smith, and we'll see you next time on SBS, the broadcasting network for everyone.